My manager at work said my new haircut looks like a mushroom. I should just wear a hat. Hey guys, welcome to Barely There once again, here with another... you know what, actually I have no shame. I'm showing off the haircut. Hey guys, Preston again, welcome to Barely There channel, here with another movie review for you. Yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a quick reaction freestyle of a video. I actually just got back from seeing the new Men in Black movie, Men in Black International. This wasn't a movie I was like super excited to see. I actually was just doing my in-depth research, aka Wikipedia, just kind of refresh my memory, even though I only saw it like half an hour ago. But yeah, not a movie I was really hyped to see, even though the first movie has a special place in my heart. I loved the first movie as a kid. The first movie, I remember having VHS, which for you millennials out there is this kind of tape deck thing. You put in this thing called a VCR. Kind of functions like a DVD, but it's much heavier and much more fragile. And you'd have to literally rewind the whole movie to start from the beginning. Be kind, be rewind. Blockbuster thing. Most like people these days. Forgot about Blockbuster. Rest in peace. But anyway, love the first movie. I remember watching it a ton as a kid. It really got me into the whole science fiction genre. Loved Will Smith, of course. You know, 90s kid, grew up on Fresh Prince. But I always hoped one day I would be recruited into the Men in Black, and that I'd have a surly old Tommy Lee Jones-like father figure calling me Slick as we bust and patrol the Earth for aliens. Like I always kind of hoped that would come true, that dream. Still waiting on it. but here we are, nearly 20 years later, if not more than. We're here with Men in Black International, starring Chris Hemsworth and Tessathompson. I love the first movie. I used to learn the dance at the very end. That was the first after credit scene I saw. The little dance that he does, Men in Black theme. Almost remember the lyrics. Here come the Men in Black. Getting off topic. Anyway, this movie, this new one, Men in Black International 2019. Is this movie good? No. Is this movie terrible? No. Am I asking a bunch of rhetorical questions to get some sort of vague conclusion to? Yes. This movie, it's not terrible, it's not great. It falls into, and during my in-depth Wikipedia search, the Guardians of all time, of anybody, took my kind of mantra, my kind of tagline for this movie. This movie really is the meh in Black. The movie's just meh. There's no substance to it. There's no real personality to it. I hate to report, but this movie is so forgettable. Like a week from now, I will forget 80 to 90% of this movie. Like it's gonna happen. I believe I already lost like at least 60%. And it's sad. Like I said, the movie stars Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is a great comedic actor. I think Marvel really had given him the chance to let him shine those talents, especially with, of course, Thor Ragnarok and the recent Avengers movies. He has really good comedic timing, and whether those lines were ad-libbed or not, all his funny stuff, like he delivers them really well. And he does, for the most part, do it fairly well in this movie too, but the problem is the script or the plot or the director or whoever does not give him anything of real substance to work with. He plays this one-note character who's been with the agency for quite a while, but he's still sort of inept and very reckless and very just go with the flow kind of dude, which works for like the first 5 minutes, but after a while it's just so one note. You just kind of want him to grow up and move on already, which is sad. And then of course we have our other lead, Tessathompson, who I really liked as an actress. Dear White People, of course, the recent Creed movies based off the Rocky film franchise, and of course Valkyrie. You got 2 Marvel actors in this movie together for the first time. Again, we got Thor and Valkyrie doing it up. Haven't been in a movie since a month ago in Endgame. Yeah, and she does a good job too. She does. Her storyline starts off fairly well. It's fairly interesting, but it kind of leads to nowhere. It's kind of like a weak payoff, actually. And you'll know when you see it with this particular creature that she meets in a flashback in the beginning of the movie. But yeah, again, these actors, they're working with what they got, but what they got isn't a lot, and it sucks because this movie's filled with good actors. Like I said, Chris Hemsworth, Tessathompson, my girl Emma Thompson's in it. Freaking Liam Neeson. I don't know if he just needed someone to kidnap his daughter again, but yeah, he doesn't. But the movie doesn't give him that much to do, and it's kind of sad. Like I said, this movie's very forgettable. The plot, there is no real plot. You feel like stuff just happens for the sake of happening, just to push the characters along. You really don't feel like the characters have legit motivations. Tessa does, her character, Agent M, does in the beginning, but that kind of gets resolved the second she joins meninblack. And then she's just going along with the flow, much more like Agent H, Chris Hemsworth's character is. And the movie's just going with the flow, but it's not doing anything new or fun or that interesting to it. And all the best bits of the movie are really kind of when they reference the original movie. There's a second where Tessa Thompson character, she's kind of looking around for a second in the new headquarters, and after being recruited, and you see this painting. I think it's shown in the trailer, a painting of the original Men in Black movie with Agent K and Agent J, Tommy Lee and Will Smith, like facing off against the bug creature, and it's just like so iconic looking. And a part of me did think like, EAO projectionists, just stop this movie and put on the first movie. Because and this happens like within the first 20 minutes of the movie, maybe half hour. Because I just like, no, I know nothing great is gonna follow after this. I don't know if it's nostalgia. It could just be nostalgia. The fact that I danced around like Will Smith. Let me see you just rock with it, just rock. Let me see you just slide with it. I still remember some of the parts. But yeah, I'm just like, let me watch that movie instead. I kind of don't want to watch this anymore, and it's not great. Most of the movie I was bored in, but I didn't have any Dark Phoenix flashbacks, which Dark Phoenix, the X-Men movie, latest one that I just saw yesterday, where I was bored out of my fucking mind. It wasn't nearly as bad as that, not by a long shot, but this movie is the quintessential unnecessary reboot, sequel, refresh type movie that Hollywood keeps putting out because Hollywood's afraid of any new IPs, any new content. It's just, nope, let's take something nostalgic and make a sequel, a reboot, or spin-off, because people will at least flock to it at first because the nostalgia will hit them and it's gonna make some money. And it's kind of sad and the movie is decently made, like from a production standpoint. Like everything kind of looks and feels like a Men in Black movie kind of should, down to the gadgets, even to some of the action scenes, of course, the black suits, the look of the headquarters, which I thought was great. Like the money and the production is there. It's just, I don't know if it was the writers or directors themselves, but this movie just doesn't have any real personality. And Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, the leads, can only carry it so much. And there's only one thing last to mention, is just the villain or villains. Forgettable. Out of all 4 movies of Men in Black, most forgettable. Best one obviously was the bug creature from the first movie, and I actually really did like, as cheesy as she was, I actually did like the villain in the second movie, Men in Black 2. Third movie's villain was weak. I'm kind of biased because I like Jermaine Clement, because I like Flight of the Conchords, but still, no, he was weak. But yeah, this movie, honestly, out of the 4 movies, and I might need some time to like really sit and assess, but out of all the movies, Men in Black movies, this is probably the weakest one, and that's sad. The dynamic between Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, which is what the movie always have hinged on, is like the two main partners, whether Agent K and Agent J, or now Agent M and Agent H. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones just had better chemistry and a better dynamic set up. You know, the young blood, you know, set opposite to the old curmudgeon, experienced agent, and their bickering and their banter back and forth just felt more interesting and unique. This movie, it's just pretty looking dude squaring off against, you know, sat beside a nice looking young woman, and nothing, it's like the young woman, Tessa Thompson, again, great actress, but there's not much of a dynamic between them. There really isn't. It's just Chris Hemsworth, I'm gonna act, you know, kind of ditzy and do my own thing over here, and Tessa, you'd be the strict, uptight one. But there's just not much of a difference, or if there is, you kind of just don't care. Like, this movie, there's just nothing to it. There's nothing solid. There's no substance to it, and it's such a shame, because I would have totally been down for like another trilogy of these Men in Black movies, but they've kind of just, they started off high, and they kind of just consistently went down in terms of quality. So, yeah, it's kind of sad. I'm just gonna wait for Toy Story 4, because last couple of movies I've seen, this and Dark Phoenix, I need something good. I need something new. I don't care that Toy Story 4 is a sequel anymore. Like, just give me, as long as it's good, just make it decent, and I'll be happy. I'm tired of wasting money on these bad movies. But yep, that's my review for Men in Black International 2019. Yeah, I might do some more freestyle, quick reaction videos like this, you know, showing my face a bit more, so you guys don't have to listen to my voice just like droning on and on for like an hour or two on the other podcast YouTube videos that I've done, and also some new ones coming out. Like me and my buddy David, we did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, one of my favorite animated movies of all time. We also did one of Fan 4 Stick, which I'm gonna edit and upload soon. My buddy Jeremy and I, who does like most of the art aside from the profile, which my good buddy Brian does as well. But we did a movie review for Sherlock Holmes and a Game of Shadows, a movie he really wanted me to see. So this is your chance now. I want you guys to comment below a movie you guys would like to see me review. I think that'd be fun. I get teased a lot at work that I haven't seen a lot of movies, which is kind of false. I just haven't seen a lot of movies that they've seen. But like, what's a good classic movie that's kind of special to you? And I might watch it and review it. Who knows? But yeah, that's my time. Thank you very much. Me and my mushroom haircut. Appreciate it. So yeah, barely there, and now we are here. All right, thank you for listening, watching, and everything. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't. I'm not gonna pay for this. I don't care. Just do whatever. Bye.